What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another review. If you guys are new here, feel free to click that subscribe button and that bell notification icon for more reviews, reactions, rankings, and more movie content. We have a brand new Netflix movie releasing this weekend, and that film is The Starling. This movie stars Melissa McCarthy, Chris O'Dowd, Daveed Diggs, and Timothy Oliphant, and is directed by Theodore Melfi. After Lily suffers a loss, a combative starling takes nest beside her quiet home. The feisty bird taunts and attacks the grief-stricken Lily on her journey to expel the starling. She rediscovers her will to live and capacity for love. Theodore Melfi is a director that did Hidden Figures. I really liked Hidden Figures, actually. I thought that movie was great. And this movie did premiere at TIFF, and all I knew is that Melissa McCarthy was the star in it, and she's either hit or miss. She starred in the movie Thunder Force earlier this year, which I absolutely hated, so I can only imagine what it could be like for Melissa McCarthy. So, what were my thoughts overall on The Starling? Is this worth checking out on Netflix, or is it worth skipping? I thought this movie was okay. It's nothing like amazing or groundbreaking, but I think there's good things and bad things. The message of the movie is definitely powerful. It's tackling grief, and so I really like movies that tackle grief and loss. But this movie doesn't do it in like a grand scale, but I thought for the most part it tackled grief and loss to what it's supposed to. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of Melissa McCarthy, I do think she gives a solid performance in here. She plays this woman that's extremely unlikable at the start, but has kind of an arc, and so you really resonate with her. You understand why she feels the way she feels, and especially this relationship she has with this bird, and it just is weird at the start, but then it gets kind of heartfelt at the end. Daveed Diggs is also in this movie. You may know out of Hamilton fame, but in this movie he really doesn't have much of a role, and so I really enjoyed seeing him in here. Chris O'Dowd was pretty solid, and I also really like Kevin Kline in this movie. Kevin Kline played that really great friend to Melissa McCarthy, really helped her issues out, and just had that really close bond with her. And it was also pretty funny too whenever this bird was kept attacking Melissa McCarthy's character. Just added the nice little comedy thrown into there, because you may not like the character at the start, but then you start to care or really resonate with her. While this movie is around an hour and 40 minutes, it does have the pacing of a 2 hour and 10 minute long movie. And usually whenever it has that type of pacing, it could get very boring very quickly. It's because this type of genre has been done so many times, and it really is demanding something different out of it, and it really doesn't tackle anything different. And I also wanted a little bit more from the husband character played by Chris O'Dowd. They just kind of really tackle what's going on with him, and he has these little scenes where it shows a little bit of him, and you really don't get that much emotion out of him. And so that could have a huge issue for me overall. I definitely wanted more scenes with him. The script can come off a little preachy at times, and also the tone for this movie feels a little wonky and inconsistent, and it just doesn't have a consistent tone. And if it had one single emotion throughout the entire film, then I think the film could have come off a lot more clear. Before I give you guys my final overall thoughts on The Starling, if this is your guys' first time checking out the channel and you enjoyed hearing my thoughts on this movie, definitely hit that like button. It helps the channel a lot. If you want weekly reviews on this channel, you're going to get it here. I do reviews every single week on this channel. I also do ranking videos. I talk a lot about the MCU. If you're a huge movie lover, you're definitely in that right place. Consider clicking that like and subscribe button and come join this wonderful community. Like I mentioned, The Starling was okay. It wasn't amazing, but I do like the performances. I like the story about grief in here, but the movie overall is kind of boring at times. The pacing isn't the greatest, and it does come off pretentious. But if you're into these types of movies, check it out. If you're not, skip this one. On my rating scale, I'm going to give The Starling a C-. there you have it, guys. That was my thoughts on the Starling. How you guys seen this movie? What did you think about it? Did you love it, think it was okay, or did you absolutely hate it, or are you skipping this one? Let's talk about it in the comments. Look forward to my review for Dear Evan Hansen this weekend. You guys are all the best. All my social media links are in the description below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!